Yes! Oh my God. Edinburgh, you absolute beast.
In today's video, I'm standing up to the wind and the cold to capture beautiful sunset landscapes like these. I've come to Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh to a viewpoint that I know gives an incredible view over the city. The hike up the hill is short but fairly strenuous, and as I got towards the top I saw the light was already looking epic, despite being still a few hours before sunset. So I had to get set up and shooting quickly.
Now it is the crag, a specific reason why I've come up here, is because it forms that beautiful line leading up to the castle. If I was up actual Arthur's Seat, right at the top of here, you don't get that. You just get this big flat part of Salisbury Crags and the city. Whereas this way, just moving over here, it's not quite as high, but it gives you that foreground, it gives you that beautiful line of the crag. And in sunset right now, it's catching that light as it goes down, and it looks absolutely stunning. The light is changing so quickly up here because it's really windy, the clouds are moving overhead, and as it does, this light is just falling on the ground in different ways. So I'm waiting for it to really, it is very windy, but I'm waiting for that light to break through the clouds, to hit up the crags, to hit up the castle on the hill in the city. And when I get both of those things lit up, that's when I'm going to take my shot. These conditions seem to be getting better and better. Look at this beam of light coming in here, lighting up the castle, giving a beautiful glow to the city. It's amazing because it really just picks the castle out amongst everything else. Everything else in the city is kind of in shadow. The castle being up on the old volcano really stands out in this light. It's just cutting straight in across the city, hitting the side of the castle, hitting the other spires of the churches. Looks absolutely stunning. So I'm taking some shots as it's lighting up the castle, and then I'm waiting as that light passes over the city to then it hits the crags as well. And I'm going to start shooting when it does that, and hopefully I can get that all in one shot. Oh no, there we go. Castle's lit up, crags are lit up, birds are out, golden light. Yes! Oh my God. Edinburgh, you absolute beast. Oh God, this looks so good. This looks so nice. Absolutely gorgeous light falling over everything. I'm just taking frame after frame, slightly recomposing, slightly shifting my scene. I want to get everything that I can while this light is looking like this. Oh, this is so beautiful. Already, this was worth the trip here. That sunset light is getting better and better. The sun is really low in the sky now, so we've got beautiful long shadows. I thought that we might have had the best of the light because it went behind a big bank of cloud and everything went very grey. But it's burst back through now. It looks incredible. Probably some of the best light I've seen over the city. I could not be in a better spot, and I could not have a better camera. I'm pretty happy. Sometimes things line up like this, and if you can take advantage of it, then amazing. So before, I've been shooting vertical compositions focusing on the crags and the castle. And I've also been doing some landscapes, but what I'm doing now is just to make sure that I can get everything that I want, is I'm just shooting one wide landscape scene. The reason being is because there's so much resolution in this thing, 150 megapixels. But if I want to recrop and do it as a vertical shot just with those crags, then I can do that. I can crop into it and still have an incredibly detailed image. even more detailed than my like my 5D4 would be. So this seems like the best way of shooting that still allows me to get get everything as a wide and then recompose it later if I want to. Been up here a while and I'm really hungry, but thankfully I brought some Pom Bears, the teddy bear shaped crisps. They're not just for kids, they're also for 30-something professional photographers who are peckish. It's totally fine. Totally fine. It's at this point though where I have to think, am I going to hang around and see if anything changes, or do I consider my photo shoot done? I've definitely got some great photos, definitely got some ones that I want to work with, but it could get better. Like, we could get this last bit of amazing light hitting it. And as I say, I could also get some nice photos of the city lit up once all the lights come on. But I could be here another hour, another 2 hours and still get nothing. And I'm bloody cold. I want a cup of tea. So I'm just wondering whether I've had the best of it. And I'm not good at knowing when I've had the best of things. I'm always like, stay out that little bit longer, take a few more shots, a few more shots, till my memory card's full. Sun is below the horizon now, so we're not getting any more light on the city. But I've been shooting away as it's been going down, and now I'm just going to wait until it gets even darker and try and get some long exposure shots with the cars going up the road and the city lights on. Hopefully find some of those that I can blend into the shot to get a bit of a time blend thing going on, which I've done before in a shot in London, looking at Canary Wharf. It's one of my favourite photos I think I've ever taken. If I can replicate that kind of look here, it could look really, really nice. However, I am absolutely frozen to my core. I am so incredibly cold. It's windy, I'm hungry, I really want to go home. My hands are like blocks of ice. So I really am sort of suffering, I feel, for this shot. It might not even come out. Oh God, I'm cold. I should have brought more clothes. Should have brought a flask of coffee too, or some whiskey. Could have had a wee dram up on the hill. Ugh. All right, hunker down, think warm thoughts.
But being the big brave boy that I am, I put up with the cold and waited for darkness to fall and for the city to light up. I used long exposures to get some blurring of the cars on the roads below, and I'm pleased with this nighttime shot that I achieved. But I wanted to get a time blend shot, merging those nighttime lights with the evening light that I saw earlier on, and thankfully that is quite easy to do. With both images taken with the same framing, I can load them up as layers in Photoshop and set the night shot to a lighten blending mode, meaning only the city lights and car trails will show through. As long as your images pretty much line up, that's almost all you need to do to create these time blend images, and I think the finished merged shot has a lot more impact than either of the two individual images do. But that brings me to an end of today's video. If you have enjoyed it, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel if you don't already, and I will see you next time.